you know what? I can outwork anybody. I can think better than almost anybody. I can outwork anybody. And that combination of things together, you can do anything you want. You can have anything you want. You can have the best everything in life. You can have the best everything in life. If you just exterminate that laziness from your mind, do everything you can do today, and then do a couple more things. And then tomorrow, wake up and get to work and do everything you can do tomorrow. And before you go to sleep, when you're exhausted, do a couple more things. Do more than any other human would. Attention, current and future entrepreneurs. My 12-week entrepreneurship-focused masterclass starts in a matter of days. I'm Derek Moneyberg. We opened up a few more spots for one-on-one interviews. If you've ever wondered what it's actually like when you become a Moneyberg client, I'm inviting you to claim one of these limited spots right now. If your application is approved, you'll join my head coach for a strategy session where you'll be able to know more about you, your goals, and how to be able to leverage our experience to help you reach those goals even faster. After the call, if we think you'd be a great fit to be inside one of our programs, we'll invite you to become a client. If you're serious about your success, click that link, request your interview, and secure your spot before we end this opportunity. I sat here a couple of years ago. I unpacked some boxes in this particular office. And I found a few interesting artifacts. Here's an artifact from the 90s where, I never finished high school. I'm a high school dropout. And I went to college later. I got a few college degrees back there. But this is my official GED. This is my official, general education, whatever. I don't know what it is. I don't even know what it stands for because I'm a high school dropout. So how am I supposed to remember such things? But what it does say on here, this is 1999. So what it does say on here, 25 years ago, 1999, I took my GED. Interesting. Says I did really well on social sciences test, 94th percentile, science test, 99th percentile, literature and art, interpreting literature and art, 94th percentile, mathematics, 93rd percentile. So in every damn category, 90-something, one of them 99th percentile. I didn't study for a second. I didn't study a moment to take that test. I just went and took the test. All right? But what I did do is maybe more important than having, a good functioning brain is amazing, but it's not enough. There's plenty of smart people out there that are bums. I went to college with a lot of them. Went to grad school with a lot of them. They're going to make $200,000, something like that. It's not their real potential, but that's what they're going to settle for. And, what does matter is your damn work ethic. If you're not willing to work harder than the others, then how would you have more? How would you get a lot more than them? And this week, 25 years later, there's my little GED test. This is my first college degree, second college degree, last college degree. My little jiu-jitsu belts over here somewhere, blue belt, purple belt. In, 2 weeks from today? 2 weeks from today, I have my test for my brown belt. So I more than hope, I think I've done the work, and I anticipate announcing 2 weeks from today that I'll have my brown belt. But the reason I have things like that is I'll go work harder than the other people. This week, Glover Teixeira is supposed to be here. And Glover didn't really cancel. He has a situation where another person he coaches is, a very important person in his life is a guy named Alex Pereira. And for people that maybe know MMA a bit, Alex has been on these calls with me back in April. But for people that know, or don't know rather, Alex is the current champion at 205 pounds at UFC. So Alex is the current light heavyweight champion. Glover was the former light heavyweight champion sometime before that. And Alex took a fight on short notice. He didn't expect to fight until August or September, but he took a fight on short notice, and he's now going to be the main event at International Fight Week. 9 days from now, he's going to be the main event in Las Vegas at International Fight Week. 10 days from right now. And so Glover, when he found this out, he's like, "Oh, Derek, Alex would like me to train with him. And I called him. I called him on FaceTime. I said, go take care of Alex. Make sure Alex is good. I'm going to get my brown belt, Glover. Make sure Alex is good, and I'll see you in a couple months the next time you're scheduled to be here. So I sent Glover to go take care of Alex. So, I hope he has another win. He's had an amazing run over there. He's beat 5 or so champions in a couple of years. It's so outrageous. He's done amazing for himself. Shout out to Alex Pereira. Nothing but good wishes for Alex. But I told Glover, go be with him. I'll take care of myself. He's fighting for a championship belt. I'm just going to get my brown belt. And, I think the skills are already there. Several people have told me so. Leota Machida says so. My main coach, Jake, has said so himself. It's Jake's decision. It's not mine yet. It's Jake's decision. But I anticipate that I've done the work to earn that. And several other of my coaches have said that, yeah, you're there. Hoist Gracie said so. Glover, Gilbert, etc. So, any case, today I didn't take the week off from training. I didn't take the week off. I don't have a training partner, but normally in the afternoon I go lift weights, and usually train MMA later at night. Sometimes both. Sometimes afternoon and evening. Today I thought to myself, I'm gonna go do my weights, and I'm like, if I go do my weights, it's gonna be too hard for me. It's gonna be too easy for me to not do any MMA training today. So what I'm gonna do instead this afternoon is I'm gonna go in my MMA room and just go train by myself with no training partner. I'm just gonna go move around by myself, go through the motions and think through the positions and keep the muscle memories alive in my head of the things that I've been working very hard on. So, it's easy enough for me to have the brown belt. And other people would take the day off. Other people say, my coach ain't here. No need to do any work. Some of you would do that. I don't want to do that. I want to go do work. I like being productive. A year from now, I want my black belt. The main point I want to make to you folks is you can do a lot more than you think. When I was a dumbass kid, dropped out of high school, I was sitting in county jail when I was 17 years old, 1997. That seems like a far distance from where I'm at now. Most of you don't even know how good I'm living. It's so good, it's unimaginable. I can't even believe it myself day to day. Things are so good, it's unimaginable from earlier in life. And but what I did know is you know what? I can outwork anybody. I can think better than almost anybody. I can outwork anybody. And that combination of things together, you can do anything you want. You can have anything you want. You can have the best everything in life. You can have the best everything in life if you're not a lazy bitch. If you just exterminate that laziness from your mind and do everything you can do today, and then do a couple more things. And then tomorrow, wake up and get to work and do everything you can do tomorrow. And before you go to sleep, when you're exhausted, do a couple more things. Do more than any other human would. Do more than any other human could. And a few years later, you'll be so far ahead. It won't happen overnight. It won't happen in a week. It won't happen in a month. But you can make a hell of a difference in a year. People really underestimate the progress they could make in a year. And, if you did that in the first year, you could do even more in the second year. If you did that, you could do even more in the third year. And, about that time, you're already separated the gap significantly from who you would have been in your close to flatline trajectory to who you're now becoming in a significantly higher trajectory. But nobody can do it except you. Nobody can do the work for you. No one can do the work for you. So you got to outsource the things that you can. You got to have the discipline to do the things that you can do yourself. If your coach is not there to hold your little, weenie smelling hand, then go do it by yourself. I don't need somebody to come lift weights with me. I like it when I have friends I lift weights with all the time. I like it, but I don't need it. I have coaches that I train MMA with all the time. I like it, but I don't need it. I still spend a couple hours just rolling around by myself, thinking through movements, thinking through positions, thinking on things I've been working on, thinking about things I saw in videos when I wasn't physically training. I could go play around in my fancy new car instead. I might do that later tonight, but I'm gonna get my work done first. I'm gonna go lift those weights after this. I'm gonna go take care of, I got 15 or so things on my to-do list. They're little things, but well, my coaches aren't here this week. Well, I don't have a coach. When would be a better time to catch up on all those little things? This is the time. This is the time. So we don't need a week off to celebrate. We don't need a week off for anything. I don't need a day off. I work every day. You should too. I'm working on the holiday. I work on every other holiday. I work on Christmas. I was looking at the schedule. Thanksgiving, it'll be the third Thanksgiving in a row that Jake Shields is over here. We're going to be training on Thanksgiving. That's what we do. It happened that way on the calendar. If in the future it happens otherwise, I'll have to reschedule him to make sure he's here on Thanksgiving, because that's what we do. All right. So if not, somebody else would be here on Thanksgiving, but you get the idea. Actually, I called Glover a while ago. I said, hey, can you come at Christmas? I only had a couple openings left for the rest of the year. I got my MMA schedule planned 6 months ahead of time. I said, hey, how do you feel about coming on Christmas? He's like, yeah, I'll come. Glover will be here in September. Glover will be back for Christmas. I'm going to train every day. And that's how you go through. So you get those advancements.
And thank you so much for the course. I mean, it was really helpful in terms of the information that was in the course, like the cognitive biases, how to make better decisions, how to negotiate. For me, what really helped me was to focus more, be more productive, work longer hours, work more, because that's how you get ahead from your competition. Competition doesn't work on Sundays. You have to work on Sundays. You have to work 16 hours a day minimum. That's just the average that you have to work, and be more productive. Thank you so much for the models. I think they are fantastic for anybody. I will say improve my confidence. Now I feel like I have enough time to actually do what I need to do, because I'm killing distractions. I'm getting more focused. People see me like in my eyes, and they can tell that I want to win.